Cedric, are you coming over again?
Huh? Feels like there's some kind of an annoying and gross presence that's come begging for me. Oh, well, if it's not my 40-year-old shut-in sister, Robin. Are you still shutting yourself into that place of yours with no desire of ever coming out? You happen to have a penthouse on the top floor of that beautiful building, but it's all going to waste on you.
The only reason I'm never coming out of this room is because I don't ever want to run into you or your wife. I get that both Mom and Dad will let you into their lives all the time, but I hate having you guys around.
Huh? Why's that?
If I'm to leave my place at any point in time, you and your wife try to come in here and mess with things. And there are even times you both will come and take things of mine back to your guys' house.
You and I are family, so it's totally okay for us to have some of your things.
No, it's totally not fine. I've had to start going to the bathroom in my room in order to not ever have you guys coming in and stealing things from me. And when I'm hungry, I can only eat these emergency rations I've saved up so that I don't have to go out.
Huh? What the heck? You're a crazy woman. Hearing you say things like that about your lifestyle really makes me want to come over to your place even more.
What?
Hey, tonight I'm going to be staying over there. Please and thank you.
Huh? Go away. This is not the place that you and your wife can come over to and do anything you want at. And this doesn't only go for you two, but Mom and Dad as well, all right?
Huh? What the heck are you going on about now? Take a look at yourself in the mirror for me and tell me all that again.
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, it does. You are in your 40s now, yet you still plan on living in Mom and Dad's penthouse for the rest of time? You're like a parasite to those two.
Huh?
I don't want to hear your huh anymore. Listen, Robin, that penthouse is supposed to be going to someone like me, as I'm the older brother, which means that I have the right to choose who lives in there and who doesn't.
Wait, I really want to know what the frick is going on with you right now. This penthouse is not Mom and Dad's place, and it sure as hell is not going to become yours anytime soon.
Huh? I really want to know myself. What is going on with you? Like I've been saying, you have no right to still be living there. Mom and Dad still live in that place with you, which means that the place is theirs, right?
Did you already forget everything I explained to you before?
Oh, I know the story. About how that place happens to be your fiance's, but as of right now, he's overseas and can't do anything about us here.
So you do remember what I was telling you about?
Do you think I'm actually going to believe you have a fiancé who's overseas now? I've never even met this fiancé of yours before. And why the hell would he choose to go overseas when he should be thinking about marrying you? This must mean he's not real.
I told you that he was assigned to go overseas for work, though.
You're crazy.
Do you want me to get him on the phone right now and have him talk to you? I can ask him right now, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to do a video call with you so that you can see his face.
Ah, that's right. You're going on about your fictional boyfriend now.
What?
Come on now, you're too old for that crap, all right? It's sad for me to hear something like that about my little sister, to be honest. I guess you really are the kind of person who won't ever change their ways unless they are met with a cold, hard truth.
What are you talking about?
No worries, it's nothing. Well, I want you to enjoy whatever time there is left for you to be living as a shut-in here.
Isaiah, can you talk right now?
Hey, Robin. It's like 2 in the morning there right now, right? You don't have to call me all this time, all right? I don't want you to have to overdo things just because there is such a difference in time between us.
Yeah, I know. Normally I would have called you at an earlier time when you were just getting up or something. But this time I have something I needed to talk about with you when you're not still sleepy.
Well, if that's important, then maybe it was the right idea, calling me when I'm fully awake. Is it about your parents again?
Well, my parents are a part of this. Actually, they've gotten my brother and his wife involved now.
You kidding me?
At first, I was fine with only my parents staying here for a bit, but, well, they seem to keep sticking around in this house and have no plans of leaving. And I guess that's led my brother to think that he can stay here now.
So they think they could just move into a house that's not theirs and live there forever? I guess if they already have their things there, and there's no way of really forcing them out without some good reasoning.
I think so. When it comes to me letting my parents stay here at first, it was due to them not being able to pay rent on their place because it had gone up so much. And you said yourself that it was fine for them to come and stay for a while, so I let them move in. But while they've been here with me, my brother started to think that this place has been Mom and Dad's all along, and now he wants to live here too. Of course, it's not helping that my parents won't move out.
Kicking them out or asking for them to never come again is probably a really hard task for you to handle alone, right? I'm not talking about your parents right now, but just your brother and his wife.
I've tried that already, but my parents keep letting them in, forcing me to shut myself into my room while they're around. And what makes all of this worse is that when they've been coming over, they will take things, even from our room. I've had to start putting all the more valuable things in here with me and make sure to keep the room door locked at all times with me in here. Sometimes they'll be in the house for the whole day, and I'll have to force myself to go to the bathroom in here and eat some of our canned foods. Right now, my brother thinks I'm some sort of freak because I never leave my room anymore.
That's not good at all. And actually, if they're stealing things from the penthouse, you could call the police on them.
Well, I've been wanting to, but I thought it would be best to wait for you to come home since it's not my penthouse. And as of right now, it's a 1 versus 4 situation with me going against my whole family. Calling the police at a time like this would most likely make things worse for me.
Hey, Robin, out of all things you happen to have, how much of it is things that you could, never live without and would like to hold on to for as long as you can?
Huh? Let me think.
This isn't meant to be a trick question or anything. I just want to know how much you have that you would not want to lose.
Well, to keep the list short, I'd have to say clothing and jewelry that you've given me all this time and the engagement ring I have. Also my laptop that has all my work information on it and all of my backup hard drives and such. And also the pressed flower collection that I got from my grandpa before he passed away. What about that printer I have? Do you think that's something we could always buy again?
Good point. I think that could be bought again if needs be.
Well, then I guess those are the only things I'd never want to lose.
All right. Do you think you can fit all of those things into one large moving box or something like that?
Right. All of those things I've listed off aren't big or really that heavy on a way. So I could probably get them all into one decent-sized box. Can you tell me why you're asking me things like this?
Sure. I was planning on telling you what will happen come morning over there for you. But well, I'll let you know now. Next week I'm planning on coming back to the States for a little bit.
Wait, really? Does this mean things are finally...
That's right. It seems that things have gone a lot quicker than I'd expected here, so... Well, I'll be able to stay in the U.S. for about 3 months or so this time, so I was thinking during that time, you and I can figure all of this out.
Understood. Well, I'll do whatever I can here to start getting things off to a good start for us.
All right. If you can help me out with that box you'll pack up, with all the things you don't want to lose, that would help. Well then, do you think we can call it here for now? It's the middle of the night for you there, and I'm sure you're sleepy, right?
Well, I'm a little sleepy, actually.
Then you need to go to sleep. When there are more things for me to have you do, I'll send you the list and you can get started on them.
All right, then.
Maybe I'll send it in a few hours here.
Then I'll read it when I get up.
Please. Well, good night, Robin.
Good night, Isaiah.
Hey, Robin. Today I want you out of this penthouse.
What?
Mom, Dad, my wife, and myself all got together and had a little chat. You've been trying way too hard to get Mom and Dad's money, haven't you? You're also in your 40s now and still haven't gotten married. Instead dreaming about a fiance that's not even real.
Did you ever stop to think that the reason I might not be married yet is because I happen to have a useless family that is always leeching off me?
You have no right saying that about us when you're an old hag that can't seem to tell lies from reality. To get you to wake up from that stupid dream about some fiancé you think you have, we're making you homeless.
So you're saying that the 4 of you are going to kick me out of this penthouse?
Well, when you say we're kicking you out like that, it makes the four of us look bad. I'm just trying to help my little sister get back to reality. And that requires us to be a little hard on you.
Well, I'm not even there anymore.
Huh?
I wasn't able to relax in that place while you and your wife were there. So, before having to deal with any of you guys anymore, I made my move.
Oh! Amazing!
All of the things in my room are no longer needed by me, so go ahead and take whatever you'd like from there. That goes for the whole penthouse as well.
Really? I see! And just so you're still aware, I'm gonna be taking over this penthouse now. So, it was all gonna be mine whether you gave me permission or not.
Well, please take great care of Mom and Dad for me.
Like you did anything to care for them. All you were was a cruddy parasite to them that locked yourself away in their house. Goodbye forever! Hey, Robin! A freaking lawyer is here! He's been going on about whose place this is and whose name is on it! What the hell is all this about?
I'm sure that the lawyer has already explained that part to you, right? My fiance, the one with his name on the penthouse, making it his, is asking you and the 3 other squatters there to get the heck out of his place right now.
What are you going on about? This is Mom and Dad's place?
I told you so many times already now that it's not.
But Dad said...
Both Mom and Dad had to end up stumbling into that place with me because the 2 of them are too stupid and hopeless to help themselves anymore. And after they started to force themselves to live with me long term, you start to think for no good reason that the place was Mom and Dad's and that you could come anytime you pleased. Are you starting to realize how stupid that was of you and that there's no way out of this now?
Huh? Why are you trying to blow so much smoke up my butt?
Are you kidding me? I'm not blowing any smoke. Dad was fired from his job almost a year ago.
He was fired?
He was at a party for work, and there was a new employee that he wasn't really fond of, and so he decided to pour beer all over them. And well, that new employee just so happened to be the CEO's son.
The CEO's son?
Because of that, the company started to investigate Dad and found a full list of compliances that he'd been recorded causing. The company, after seeing all that, decided Dad was too far gone to be retrained or helped in any manner and chose to fire him.
What the heck?
After being fired, he was far too old for any other companies to want to hire him. And that led to him no longer being able to afford the apartment he was renting with Mom. So I went and asked my fiance if it'd be okay for them to stay with me for a little while, and he said that was fine.
Are you being serious right now?
I really thought that by having that lawyer show up at the front door, you would have all realized that I was not playing around with you all, and neither is my fiance.
Are you kidding me, though?
I'm sure you've already heard this, but that penthouse is being set for sale. So you all go back to your apartment or wherever right now.
What?
And this means you'll be taking Mom and Dad with you as well.
No! You hold it right there! I've had enough of this crap from you. Luckily for my wife and I, we haven't gotten rid of our apartment just yet. So we can make things work. But it's not big enough for Mom and Dad to be coming there too.
Is that so? You've been in that penthouse for a month now, right? Have you not been the one taking care of Mom and Dad this whole time there?
I want you to come back and take these 2 hags with you.
That's not going to happen, though.
Why the hell not?
Because I'll be moving overseas with my fiance soon to a brand new world without any of you guys around.
What? You're moving overseas?
He is still required to be overseas for work for some time now. So we've decided that the 2 of us are just going to buy a house there, and that'll be our new home. He was actually able to get me a visa as well, because he pulled some strings to make it look as though I'm already his wife. So the 2 of us will be going earlier than expected. We've already finished up our packing and everything.
No way, no way! You stop all of that right now and come back here!
I told you, that's not happening.
Bull crap! And do you really think you'll be able to live in a completely new country all alone? You're in your 40s now, and have lived your whole life spoiled by Mom and Dad, never working a day in your life. You really think you can speak another language that'll allow you to live well? Good freaking luck!
You know that I'm a translator?
A translator?
I only started doing it after being proposed to by my fiance, but I've learned that I am really good at it.
You're kidding.
I've been with my fiance for over 5 years now, by the way.
What?
I told him that the reason I didn't want to marry him yet is because all my family is toxic and I didn't want him being dragged into all your guys' drama. But he was very accepting of that and told me he'd wait until I'm ready to be his wife. He's so loving, and he has always been there to take care of me. He even let me stay in his penthouse this whole time while he's been overseas.
Wait.
And, well, seeing that he's even gone to lengths to get me to move to another country with him, I have an answer.
Wait.
Once he and I are on that plane heading to our new house, I'm never coming back to the U.S.
I told you to freaking wait!
And with that, goodbye forever. A few days after that, my older brother and his wife got a divorce. I guess that his wife started to realize the risks of living with him as her husband were getting way too high and made her choice on the matter. And as for that apartment she'd been living in with my brother, it happened to be under her name. My brother and both my parents were kicked out of her place then and forced to become homeless for a few days as they marched over 20 miles to get to a family friend of theirs' house. They were allowed to all reside there for a little while, and while doing so it seems that my dad started to look for work again online. I thought that luck was on their side this time and that they would finally be able to get back on their feet, but that's when I found out the three of them have loads of debt. And by the looks of it, those three are never going to be able to break free from this life of never having any money, and should get acquainted with life as poor people. As for myself, I received my visa and was able to leave the U.S. with my fiancé. He was so happy to finally have me for good this time, and wanted me to know he'd never leave my side again. And when we touched down in a new country, away from my family, he asked me if we could get married that month, and I said yes. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next